What's up, everyone? It's Chicks in the Office with Ria and Fran, giving you that Friday energy on a Friday. How you doing?
Happy Friday, everybody.
Yeah, happy Friday, everybody.
Hope you're getting all your holiday shopping done, locked in. We're about at that end time.
We are.
I am a procrastinator where I do, like, I'm always waiting for the last day. Although, I've decided I wanted to do some in-person Christmas shopping this year.
That's nice.
I have some spare time this weekend that I was like, I'm going to shop in a store and get some stuff for some people.
Oh, why not?
You know?
Yeah.
See, I feel like people always buy everything online, and I was like, I'm gonna go check out a couple things in person.
Like the good old days.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? Most of mine's done. Locked and loaded.
You were flying through it.
Yeah, I wrapped a lot of things yesterday, and then once everything was wrapped, I was like, man, I want to add a little flair. I added some bows, some ribbon on some, different bows on different things, different things. I was getting all into it.
I love wrapping presents, actually, and like decorating them.
Yeah, it gets me all happy, like, woo. So that was nice because I was telling the group, I was like, guys, we really need a day off just to get our lives together. Like, there's no upcoming day where we're not going to be here. Like, I need to get the Christmas presents right. I need to clean my apartment. I need to organize. Like, oh my God, what a relief. When everything is done and organized, it is a huge relief.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like an anxiety thing too. I feel like, when things are disheveled around you, what like people say, it's like,
it's your mind.
It's your mind as well, which is fair.
You shouldn't have to worry when you're buying tickets to your next big event. That's why you have to look at Game Time. Game Time is the fast and easy way to buy tickets for all the sports, music, comedy, and theater events near you. We've been to a ton of events thanks to Game Time. All of us went to concerts this summer thanks to Game Time, providing us the tickets we need last minute to get to the event. It's last minute tickets, flash deals, zone deals, easy to find and buy tickets for every kind of event in your area. And they are obsessed with finding ways to help you save money on tickets. Game Time has deals on tickets right up to the start of the event and even an hour after it starts. It's the place to find the last minute seats. You can find exclusive flash deals and sponsored deals on tickets for football, basketball, baseball, concerts, comedy, theater, whatever it is, whatever event, Game Time's got you covered. With zone deals, you pick the section and Game Time picks the seats for an average of 18% savings. Take the guesswork of buying tickets with Game Time out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code CHICKS for $20 off your first purchase. Terms do apply. Again, create an account and redeem code CHICKS for $20 off. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed.
Yeah, I went to urgent care yesterday morning because I've told you that like my left eye has been twitching for a week plus at this point now. Like it has not stopped. And I woke up Wednesday morning with my left eye was like, swollen. Certainly had the makings of a sty, which, not an emergency. But I have been so worked up over the twitching that in my mind, I was like, oh this is a much bigger problem. Like this is like my eye's gonna fall out. Like that's basically like what I had talked myself into.
That's always what happens.
Which is just not great too, because also, people say with the twitching, it's like it can be a stress thing, anxiety thing.
And then you're making it worse thinking about it.
And honestly, I feel like it's just something that is a physical reaction now. And because it is physically, like every time it happens, it's a reminder that it's still happening. And in my head, it just happened again. In my mind,
oh my God, I saw
see
it now.
And it's still going. So in my mind, I'm like, it just stresses me out even more because I'm like, why won't this stop? Why is this still going on? So I talked myself into the fact that my eye was falling out, went to urgent care. And the doctor was very nice. And he was like, he took a look at my eye and he goes, so looks like you have the making of a sty. I was like,
don't you feel so dumb? Like, because I went to the doctor recently and I legitimately thought I was going deaf. I convinced myself. And then he's like, you have fluid in your ear. It's going to go away. I'm like, that's it?
No. And I was like, well, what do you think about the twitching? And he was like, nothing to worry about. Like that'll resolve itself on its own. Most likely just stress. Like, have you been busy at work? Like, is anything going on? And I was like, oh yeah, I've just been like the last couple of weeks have been pretty busy and chaotic. I just feel like this time of year, like stressed about making sure I have this done and everything. And we're busy. Like there's always activities. There's always stuff to do, and it's all like a lot of them are happy problems, but it's still like sometimes
champagne problems.
I'm just like, oh God,
right? No, it makes sense.
So yeah, that he was very nice. He was like, because I was like, but the twitching. He was like, no, it's like should resolve itself on its own. Like nothing, not something to worry about. He did give me a prescription for a little ointment to put on my eye.
For the sty. Which honestly
sorry
helped. Should we name your sty?
Yeah, it's gone down a little bit already from yesterday. It was
honestly
worse.
Wouldn't have even been able to tell whatsoever.
You know, it's like it's more noticeable in my mind because when you do have a sty, you obviously can't like wear eye makeup. So I just think it's like on somebody who normally would have eye makeup on, it is a calling card of like something's wrong. Like you looking at it, being like something's a little off.
Something's a little wonky
with your makeup. You're missing something. It's like, well, yeah, I'm missing mascara because I don't have any on.
I wouldn't even be able to tell.
Well, thank you, but it's certainly gone down a little bit. But yeah, I really talked myself into that being like a massive ordeal, and he was like, it's a sty, and I was like, okie dokie, thank you. I'll see myself out now, thank you. $35 at urgent care.
I'm glad you went though. You know what I mean? Hey, a sty is not nothing. There's something there.
Exactly. Like it was for my own sanity, you know? Like I knew deep down that I was probably overreacting, but I was like, I just need to go to have a medical professional look me in the eyes and tell me that everything's going to be okay.
And now it'll probably go away.
Yeah, the sty's already going down.
The twitch, I mean, probably going to go away.
I would love for that to go away, but it has not done that yet. So,
what do you think about Rebecca?
For my sty?
Yeah.
Rebecca, I don't love. Only because
Too
then
many
it's
syllables.
It just, but yeah, like turns into like Becky. I feel like
I would have called her Becky though.
Beck's hacking up.
I feel like the sty needs like a one word zinger. You know, like not a one word, but a one syllable. I mean,
no, that's not one syllable.
You know,
Pam
the sty. That's better. That's better.
Pam's
acting up again.
Pan or Pam?
Pam or Pan?
Pam.
We actually had that happen to us the other day at the meet and greet.
Oh my gosh, yes.
At the
Cam.
Her name was Cam. And she was saying Cam, and I was like, Cam?
She was like, Cam. And I was like, Cam? Cam?
She was like, no, Cam, C-A-M, Cam. I was like, oh, oops.
You went back to Love Island.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I'm glad your eye is getting figured out.
that is hopefully resolving itself, but it's a naked thing. Like when you do your makeup and then you just don't put on mascara, like I'm like, oh fuck. Like I feel like you're missing something.
You don't look naked though.
Thank you. What else did I want to say?
Newest addition to the tree?
Oh my god!
I didn't even notice.
I didn't even realize that.
That's been there this whole time.
Holy shit!
Yes,
We've been sitting in here for hours.
That is hilarious. Wow, Zac Efron the star. That is perfect.
I really did not notice that.
I did not notice, and I don't know if I would have known. Eventually, I would have noticed.
Yeah.
But wow, that is perfect. That
looks amazing. Zac,
that is
our star.
And the perfect face.
Yep.
Boom, I'm Zac.
Our star, Zac Efron.
Zac.
On top of Christmas Tree Pain.
Zac Efron.
Amazing. Oh,
that is,
Christmas tree
that is so
pain.
funny.
Oh, Christmas tree pain. How lovely is your Efron. Kind of sounds dirty for no reason. Like Efron, I don't
is
know.
like a little spicy.
Yeah. Oh boy, we have a show to do. I do want to say that we gotta get this show on the road, buddy.
We do. We're doing it.
Well, now I feel like I'm in trouble when I bring up TV or something like movies. That's not
you
the
feel
weekly
bad.
watch report. I'm like, oh my god, I'm taking away from this segment.
Girl.
But it's not taking away from the segment because the segment still has tons of other stuff. Like
right.
It's not like this is the only thing we'd have because it's a big topic and I see a lot of people talking about it. and you had mentioned that you had watched the first few episodes of My Life with the Walter Boys, and I said I was gonna watch, and I went home and I watched it all. Finished. I couldn't stop. Just next episode after next episode, I finished in a day and a quarter. Like I flew through it. Certainly understand what you're saying. Like I get it. I still enjoyed it. Like, I still enjoyed it. I have a lot of thoughts. I'm going to finish it. No, I know you're going to finish it.
Here's the thing. Like, listen, I understand it's a wholesome show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why not just watch it?
Yeah.
But you get what I'm saying.
I completely understand what you're saying.
It's not up to par with the other ones.
I think, yes, that was my issue as well, is that I think it had so much more potential. And some choices, not even necessarily like the casting, but like just the way the brother is, just the way Alex, the brother, is written. I'm like, this guy needs to be a little less of a weenie. I'm sorry. Like, this guy, I understand, and I've seen the TikToks, I've seen the explanations of like why people love Alex. They don't want whatever. I get it. He seems like a sweet boy, but God, he needs a little oomph to him. He's like, weenie is the only word I can find to describe him. I'm just like, fucking buck up, dude. Come on. He's just pouting all the time. I'm like, how does she even like him?
Right. Like, I'm not even buying into the fact that you would even entertain that.
Like, I don't know. He didn't sell it for me. That's what's tough about a show like this, because it is that exact formula of brothers and one girl, and everybody is so obsessed with The Summer I Turned Pretty that it's like, it's going to be compared to that. And the pull that Jeremiah and Conrad have, and like you could argue for both of them, is far exceeds the Cole-Alex debate. In my mind, it's
Absolutely.
a no-brainer.
I totally agree. Like, it's not even in the same ballpark. Like, not even a comparison.
Yeah.
Whatsoever.
Yeah. And, that's just the way the teen dramas go. And that's how I feel about it. But you can, once you finish, we'll jump right into it, because I do have some more thoughts. But I do have one. This doesn't give anything away, but for all of those that watched, I texted you this, who watched First Daughter with Katie Holmes. There was 2 movies that came out around the same time, very like Friends with Benefits, no strings attached vibe. It was Favorite Daughter and First Daughter. Why did I say Favorite Daughter? First Daughter and Chasing Liberty. Similar ideas, like President's Daughter, blah blah blah, the whole thing. Chasing Liberty, God, I love that movie. But First Daughter,
My Day with the President's Daughter.
Yeah, First Daughter,
Disney.
Katie Holmes, she, has a relationship with what was one of the security guys. So cute, like, oh my God, so cute. Like, loved him. I think I got to episode 5 of this show, and I'm looking at the dad. Every episode I'm watching this dad, I'm like, God, what the fuck is this dad in? Because obviously it's Donna Suits is the mom, like, great. I feel like I'm just watching Donna like in this setting, because she just is a fixer. The mom is also just like a fixer in the show.
I do like that she's in it.
Yeah, she's great. But I'm looking at this dad like, how do I know this man? And I was trying to figure out on my own, and it's the guy from First Daughter. It is the security guy. He's older. And that just like really threw me off, because I was like, boy, I've not seen this guy since 2004 at least.
Yeah, I'm glad that he's working.
Yeah, it was like a big role for him back in the game.
Yeah.
And I also decided that Cole is Gen Z Simon Cameron from Seventh Heaven,
which was really spot on.
Like, you can't shake it once you see that. He is Simon Cameron from Seventh Heaven.
Yeah, I was thinking, wow, he really does look like somebody. And then when you sent that, I was like, yep. That's it.
Even like young Simon, older Simon, it's the way he parts his hair. They have the same jawline.
The blonde.
They just look the same.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Angsty.
Yeah.
Simon was always a little angsty.
Of course.
Getting into some trouble as he got older on Seventh Heaven. So really that just also, I couldn't look at him without thinking Seventh Heaven.
I'm definitely going to finish this weekend.
Yes.
And
it's easy to fly
right,
through.
Of course. I'm on episode 5. I'm having hope. Like, when I first put it on, I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
But now I'm at the point where I'm like, all right, I want to see what happens, you know? Yeah. Like, whatever, you know? Yeah. It's there.
I was just, that's it. I want to wait because I just keep talking about it, and then I'm not going to have anything left to say on Monday.
Exactly. So we will talk about that on Monday.
Yep.
And we have some topics to get into. Drake and Camila Cabello. People are saying maybe they're dating just because they were spotted on a yacht together. Who knows? Matt Rife. We really got to uncover everything that's happened with him in the past couple of weeks. Like, I'm really glad we waited to talk about it because now there is so much to be uncovered.
New stuff every
day with this man. Taylor Swift's birthday. Looks like she had a great birthday. And this situation with Luke Combs, which I know you guys know more about. I am just finding out about this right before this episode. Yeah. So we're going to talk about all of that. And we have a great game of trivia.
Holiday trivia.
It's a fun one. So let's get into it, starting off the topics. Save time with your hair and get on your way to salon quality hair straight from the shower in just 5 minutes with Ouai's new hair gloss. If you have, glowing pains and you want to get your shine on with your hair, get your shine on in the shower with Ouai's new hair gloss made with hyaluronic acid and rice water, and it provides immediate shine, helps treat damage, enhances color, vibrancy. I absolutely love all of Ouai's products. If there are hair products that I use religiously for years now, they are Ouai hair products. Everybody knows that I love the leave-in conditioner. I use it every single time I wash my hair, and now the hair gloss makes things even better to make your hair shiny, glossy, vibrant, all the things we love with amazing hair. According to consumer perception study, over 85% participants agreed their hair looked shinier, healthier, and smoother. Like leave-in conditioner, the multitasking leave-in conditioner detangles, hydrates, and fights frizz for every type of hair on your list. I live by this leave-in conditioner. I've been telling everyone for years, get the Ouai leave-in conditioner. It's the absolute best. I've used it for years now. I swear by it. You can also get the detox shampoo, which cleanses product buildup, hard water deposits, dirt, oil, and other impurities in your hair. I love a nice detox of the hair. So glow all out this holiday with Ouai. Go to THEOUAI.com for 15% off site-wide and enter promo code CHICKS. That's THEOUAI.com for 15% off and enter promo code CHICKS. Once again, THEOUAI.com for 15% off and promo code CHICKS. So Camila Cabello and Drake were spotted having the time of their lives.
Turks and Caicos.
Caicos, Drake's favorite destination, as we all know. And he loves it there. He has a house there. He loves spending time in Turks and Caicos. Camila Cabello, we didn't know that she was fond of Turks and Caicos, but who wouldn't be? She's there. She seems to be having a great time with Drake, but I don't know why people already jumped to their dating. Like, that's not the vibe I got.
No, I felt like we just saw some maybe like flirty banter,
I thought maybe we just saw some people hanging out in Turks and Caicos.
Yeah, that's also very true. I don't know. I guess you're just going off what I think the internet's desperate for something new to jump onto right now. So it's like everyone jumps straight to a romantic connection.
It's also because Drake is never really spotted with anybody really famous.
Yeah.
Like, I think he's a dirty dog behind the scenes, but I don't think that we see him out and about with celebrities. So I think, oh my God, Drake with Camila Cabello, like, what's happening there?
They went jet skiing together.
They did go jet skiing together, and that is flirty.
True sign of romance.
That is flirty. So maybe something's happening, maybe, but I don't want to jump to conclusions because I'm not totally sold that this meant that these two were dating.
I agree. I felt like there was perhaps like a little flirty connection. Like the post was like somebody sent a picture to Dumois. He was standing, close to her, and the person said that they were with friends or she was with friends, but that he was really only paying attention to her. So that's probably what got everybody's attention, got their ears perked up.
Right. Two famous people together.
Yeah, absolutely. And this would be a unexpected duo. I think. I know they're both in the music world. I get it. Like, but I don't know.
From Shawn Mendes to Drake.
Yeah, it's true. Like, I don't know. I mean, Drake. I feel like Drake's a little softy,
Yeah, I'm not too surprised by this. They're both kind of corny, and I love Drake.
Yeah.
So as a Drake fan, like, I'm admitting that he can be corny sometimes.
Yeah.
And corny, not horny, but also probably horny. And Camila
most
Cabello, we saw once upon a time, she stopped posting, but she was pretty corny on her TikTok for a while. So this one didn't really throw me off.
I for some reason it did for me. I don't know. I was just
really
like,
random.
I was just like, what? Like, I don't know. Just didn't seem like a predictable match.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, I don't see it at all.
Really?
I was a little surprised, but also like, who wouldn't love a little fling with Drake and Turks and Caicos?
Turks and Caicos getaway? If she's a single gal?
Right. Also, like, if he's the one with all the connects in Turks and Caicos, you're hanging out with him for the day. If Drake says, hey, let's go to the bar, let's go jet skiing, bring your gals, we're all going. So where everyone's going.
He's like, I know the good spots.
Yeah.
Well, come with me, babe.
Exactly.
So I wasn't too surprised by this, but I will be interested to see if they
if actually is anything.
Because I think it's just friends hanging out.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to Matt Rife. Just Matt Rife. There's a lot to dive into. Okay,
Yeah.
So right after we had Matt Rife on this podcast,
to
promote his Netflix special,
shit hit the fan
fast. His special hit the airways on Netflix, and people were unhappy with some jokes told in the special. Now, I tried watching the special, and I thought that it was just unfunny. Like, I just didn't think it was funny.
I did not watch it all.
I tried to watch, and I shut it off. And I'm not just joining like the bandwagon of, I texted you guys this that night being like, this is so not funny, I have to turn it off.
Yeah.
So
we interviewed him before
right before
the special had aired, so we had not seen it. And I remember just like when it came out, it was just like the Netflix on, when you open the homepage, it just like starts playing shit, and it started playing like a clip from it, and I was like, I don't really feel like it.
It just was so unfunny in my opinion. And I think if you're going to make jokes about sensitive subjects, which I think people do, they got to be funny. Like,
Right.
I think that's what people are all in agreement. Like, if you're gonna touch on subjects, they got to be funny.
Yeah.
And his was just not funny,
Right.
and more just like rude. Like, it was just like kind of like, all right, it wasn't even a joke. Like,
Right,
it wasn't even like, oh, that wasn't even like you were attempting a joke there.
Yeah.
So I think people had a problem with that. I just was like, this is so unfunny. I was like, okay, what? Like, from what I saw, I was like, oh God, like, this is his stand-up.
Right.
So that was my takeaway from it. So that was unraveling, right? Then he refused to apologize about the jokes that he made, and the reason I'm so hesitant to call them jokes was because I was like, they weren't even like, to me it wasn't even jokes. Anyways, he posts on his story, he's like, this is my apology, and it's a link to special needs helmets. So then everyone was like, oh man, he's doubling down. Okay, all right, Matt Rife, you're going crazy right now, you're doubling down. Then this past week, before we get into the Brooke Schofield stuff, do you know Bunny on TikTok? Bunny, she, I always see her TikToks. She like does get ready with me's and like stuff like that. Or she's a mom. Like, she's been around for a while.
Okay.
She made a TikTok of her son replying,
comment. Okay, this is
making
more context.
I don't even know, like replying to something that he said in his special, like clarifying, like her son like loves space and like knows all these things. So it was just a cute kid being like, actually, and like saying what is the truth actually about like space or whatever it was. Matt Rife comments and he's like, by the way, Santa isn't real and your mom is on OnlyFans or something to that sort.
Yeah.
Bunny has an all-time reply video where she's like, I'm going to read Matt Rife to filth. Rips him to shreds and is like, she's not on OnlyFans. She's not. Like,
Yeah.
she was like, I've never been, like, whatever. Power to you if you are. I have no problem with that, but I'm not. And just wild to go after, like, a 6-year-old who's, like, making a funny video back.
Weird,
like, it wasn't
weird.
It wasn't offensive to him, really. So
that's when you know he's very bothered.
So this opened the field for people to talk about Matt Rife, being like, why does he want to push? Why is he so against his female audience, right? Like, the people that were riding so hard for him, why is he trying to push them away and try to prove a point? Like, I'm a man. I don't care if the girls like me or not. I can get men to like my comedy. Like, oh, I can get, like, I don't care if the girls like me.
Yeah.
So I think that pissed a lot of girls off because they were like, wait, we loved this guy. And now he's basically saying he doesn't care. He's, like, so flip-floppy because when he was here with us, he was like, oh, I appreciate my female audience. But then you see him somewhere else be like, I don't care if the girls like me. So whatever. He's wishy-washy. So this opened up the door. Brooke Schofield, who is on the Canceled podcast with Tana, they are both very entertaining. I really enjoy Brooke. Every time I see her talk about something, I am roped into her stories. Tana is Tana. You know she's entertaining. Tana has always been entertaining. But I think Brooke is really entertaining in her own right as well. And seems like a really, really sweet person. So she's explaining on this week of the Cancel podcast that she was dating Matt, like, not exclusively, but they were dating. And it was at the beginning of the year. And she was on TikTok and came across a girl's TikTok with, this girl had a bunch of pictures with Matt Rife. And the girl wrote in the caption, like, don't worry, these were at the beginning of the year. And Brooke Schofield commented being like, you know, like, what? Like, you know, because she was dating him at the beginning of the year.
Right.
This girl adds Brooke to a group chat with other girls. And basically they were all dating him at the same time.
Yeah.
And she said, maybe I was being delusional. Maybe I thought he liked me way more than he actually did. And then she was like, but then I went back and read our text messages. And she was like, I don't think I was being delusional. He told me he didn't want me seeing anybody else. He told me I've never felt this way about anybody before. Like, all the classic things that you would think if somebody really liked you, they would say.
Right. Was he saying that to all the other girls too?
I think it was about, you know, and taking pictures. But she was like, I know what he was saying to me. And it was, I can't even see you with another man. Like, he didn't even want her hanging out with her guy friends. Like, all these things that she was like, I actually wasn't being delusional when I read it back. Like, he acted like he really liked me. And then she said to him, like, he basically, like, stood her up or whatever, and she was like, I really respected the way we ended things because he said to me, listen, like, I just really don't have the time, like, to have a girlfriend and, like, all these things, and, you know, and basically, like, hyped her up, whatever. And then she was like, but he had all the time in the world because he was talking to all these women, like, he had all the time in the world. She also, while they were hooking up, saw that he went on the Stiff Socks podcast with Trevor Wallace that he's also been on. And he went on to make fun of outie vaginas. Like, he was like, oh, you know, outie vaginas, or like, you know, it's like they left the tag on. And Brooke was like, Brooke Schofield, have an outie vagina. The way he described it, he was making fun of
talking
what
about her.
Brooke's vagina looks like. She knew because she knows what her vagina looks like. And she's like, the way he's talking about this vagina is what my vagina looks like. Tana was like, I've seen it. It's great. She was like, and so basically she was like, that was, you know, a red flag in itself. Like, he's making fun of me. Meanwhile, we're like, he was just over, you know what I'm saying? So she basically not destroyed him, but was very honest about how they were hooking up, because then he kind of like not ghosted, but like he was supposed to show up somewhere and like hang out with her, and he just never showed up. And then they had him on the podcast, like Tana and Brooke had Matt Rife on the podcast, and
like recently,
it was in the last couple months, okay. I would say. And he acted like he didn't know Brooke the entire time. Like, he basically only looked at Tana when they were talking, and then only looked at Brooke when she asked a question, and acted like they had never met. So when that podcast came out, people were like accusing Brooke of acting weird, and they were like, why, whatever, but they didn't know that they were hooking up.
Right.
So she was like, it was crazy. Like, as soon as he left, we were like, what the fuck was that? He acted like he didn't know me.
Right.
And they had like not a full exclusive relationship, but you know,
they certainly
they had some sort of
can
relationship.
acknowledge each other's presence.
Right.
Like,
and
that's
so
crazy.
she was just being honest about the situation with him. And so now everyone's like, oh, okay. So like he may be a big scumbag.
Yeah, I mean, we're just like living in a. The last few weeks has just felt like all my homies hate Matt Rife. Like, that's kind of where we're at right now.
I think it's like, the guys
Just
didn't
one
like
thing
him,
after the next,
and now the girls
appears.
definitely don't like him.
When I saw that comment on that TikTok with that little boy, I was like, oh, he's down bad.
And you know what? I'm
like,
out on him.
He's trying to like make a joke and like make a sassy comment back to like a little kid, and I was like, you're gonna lose me on that one.
Yeah, and
that's
you know,
just not funny.
And sometimes you think about the mob mentality and you're like, listen, I'm not going to join in what the mob thinks about somebody, you know, because sometimes people have an opinion on somebody and then everybody runs with it, and you think to yourself, wait, I don't feel that way about that person.
And I can't, like I said, I did not watch it, so I like can't even say like, oh, I didn't think it was funny, or like whatever. I have no feelings towards it. His behavior since that has all happened has been questionable.
Right. And so I'm like, yeah, you know what? Like, this is one of those times where I gotta agree with the masses here.
Right.
Like, I am just not loving what Matt Rife is putting down here.
Yeah.
I didn't like the stories Brooke told. I think she seems like a really sweet person, so I felt bad for her. And she'll be great. She's beautiful. Like, she does not need Matt Rife. It's probably a blessing that he did that. But like commenting at a 6-year-old and Santa Claus. You know, I took more offense to the Santa Claus isn't real than the OnlyFans comment. It's like, oh my God, let this kid have his youth. Not that he's like scrolling on, I don't know if he has his mom's, comments, could see. I don't know if he sees that, but.
It's just the act of sending a comment like that to a kid, even though it's like not, obviously he's not like the one running the account. So it's like not like it's going to him, but you wrote it towards him.
Yeah. And I think just, the overall pushing away of a female audience is what seems like he's trying to be cool.
Yeah.
Like he's trying to be like, he's almost like a pick me guy.
Right.
Like he's like, oh look, I could be mean to women. Right. I can make jokes about this and who cares? It's just women. Get back in the kitchen.
Right. He just wants.
Like that was like his joke was like, well, like it was basically a domestic violence joke, being like, well, maybe if she was doing what she's supposed to do in the first place, like that, it's just not even a funny joke.
Funny, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yep. He didn't. I really think he was like trying to deliver something to a new audience and just missed it.
Yeah,
it seems like I think he just really wanted to go for it. And went like too far. Yeah, and he will have those asshole guys where are like, man, I like him even more now. He doesn't give any fucks, and it's like,
I don't know if like there's a difference between like not giving any fucks and like being honest versus just being like an asshole.
Yeah, definitely.
I've seen like well-respected male comedians, be like, what the fuck is he doing?
Yeah, like he's torching himself right now when he was doing well, and these comedians were really starting to respect him, and now they're like, all right, reel it in, buddy. Like, you got a big head fast.
Yeah, when he said that, he's had some mentors and mentioned Dane Cook, in my mind, I was like, no, not my favorite.
Yeah.
And like Dane Cook's super successful, obviously in a different time. I would say not as successful these days.
I always see him like on TikTok live, like on my For You page.
Yeah,
Dane Cook,
like talking to like 30 people.
Yeah.
That's wild.
He married like an extremely young girl, which like I really freaked me out, and I'm like, that's not the guy I'd be going to for advice on how to like be a successful comedian in 2023. Like, it's different. Like if it was 2003, sure, like but it's, some guys have kept their careers in comedy and have changed and are still funny. Like we're funny then and are still funny now. And like, I don't know, Dane Cook doesn't seem like one of those guys.
Yeah,
to me.
he's not one of them, but wild. So he has had quite the downfall. And
yep,
we got him right before then. So
yeah. Rakuten is the smartest way to save money when you shop because you can stack holiday sales on top of cash back to maximize your savings. You can shop through Rakuten for everyone on your gift list this holiday season. Earn cash back on clothing and shoes for the fashionista, toys and games for the little ones, electronics for the tech connoisseur, and kitchen or home essentials for the ultimate host or hostess in your life. You're already shopping, so why not get some cash back? Get cash back at over 3,700 stores across every single category, including fashion, beauty, electronics, home essentials, travel, dining, and so much more. Some places we love to shop from are Dyson, Sephora, Urban Outfitters, Bloomingdale's, Nike, Fenty. So many great places that you shop every day. You get your gifts from. You're there all the time. Make sure you are on Rakuten to get that cash back. Membership is free and it's so easy to sign up. So start shopping at Rakuten.com or get the Rakuten app to start saving today. Your cash back really adds up.
Taylor Swift, her birthday was on Wednesday. Happy birthday, Taylor. I think people
34.
were preparing for some sort of big shindig with Travis Kelce because that was being plastered everywhere. Oh, he's throwing her the best birthday party. He couldn't make it. He couldn't make the birthday, actually. It was reported.
Which
he had practice.
Makes a lot of sense. I don't know why anybody would think that he could throw her like a big shindig in the middle of the week. He's in season.
He's got work.
Wednesday, like that's a practice day, you know?
Yeah, and I think Taylor, out of all people, would understand.
Yeah.
Like, I think she's like, yeah, he's got work.
Right. If anything, probably I'm sure they're always, he's planning this, he's planning that. Like, I'm sure whatever they did do, we saw the adorable pictures of them kissing on the lips in the Christmas bar, you know? Whether they were celebrating last weekend and doing stuff or celebrating in the coming weeks. Maybe he has things planned, but no, it looks like she had a great party. She posted some pictures today. She had like Zoe Kravitz, Blake Lively, Gigi Hadid. Who else was there? The Haim sisters, Anthony, Miles Teller and Kelly, which they've been together back-to-back nights.
Yeah. Glad the Haim sisters can make it out.
Yeah, Selena was there 2 nights ago that she was out with them, but I didn't see her at the party.
Yeah, I think the night before, I think
like
they were seen
Miles
together.
And Kelly and
yeah, they went to dinner at Zero Bond, the classic spot. And Selena posted a picture with Taylor.
Yeah.
Just great to see. Taylor was wearing such a fun little dress.
She looked great, loved it, and then they, hopefully partied the night away. They went to dinner, they had a dinner, and then allegedly they went to the Box, which is a funky spot. Like, I've never been there in its actual glory. We've only been there for a Jonas Brothers show, which was obviously a very different feel than what it normally is like, because people always have like very scandalous stories. There's dancers, nudity, crazy provocative
People do crazy things.
People do crazy things.
Like sex things.
At the Box. That's always been the case. And I saw people trying to say, oh, they didn't go to the Box. They went to another bar. But then like articles were saying they were at the Box. They probably went to the Box. Like, I do think like the Box is a perfect setting too for like really famous people. Like it's an intimate place. I'm sure like they shut like the whole thing down, and the privacy is there. So I'm sure they had a fucking blast.
I'm sure it was a grand old time, honestly. I'm sure things got wild and it was fun. So happy birthday to Taylor.
Yep.
Last topic. Luke Combs. Weird situation happening here, or that happened. Luke Combs was suing a fan who was selling merch of Luke Combs, and now he has apologized.
Yeah, so he was getting dragged online, and he made a whole video about it because he did not know what was happening. He was like, I had to do my research. I found out what happened. He has lawyers. Anybody that famous has a team of lawyers, and when you are a musician or any famous person, honestly, like, people try and profit off of you or whatever. They got a team looking for those things. Like, it's not Luke Combs seeing that online and being like, oh, I'm taking her down.
Yeah, like
I'm suing her ass.
Scrolling Etsy like for
Yes. Like he has a team of people that do that. So he made a video where he spoke about this woman in Florida who sells tumblers online, and she had said that Luke Combs was suing her for $250,000, and then he posted the Instagram video where he told his attorneys to remove her from the lawsuit, and that he was going to send her $11,000 because she had sold on Amazon 18 tumblers that she had made with his name and likeness for $20 each, grossing $360. So this woman made $360. I mean, it's I get it. Like, that's why you have these teams set in place, and like, you know, lawyers are ruthless and they have to be in order to get people to not do this. But when you hear it, it's like, whoa, like, okay, you're taking her down for $250,000 for that?
Right. Like, maybe just tell her to shut it down.
Yeah.
Cease and desist.
Right. So,
and no money needs to be paid.
We need to ruin her life.
Yeah. So also in the video, he said he would start selling his own tumbler with the proceeds going to pay her medical bills, because she has heart disease and was recently hospitalized. You know, she had revealed all this, and hence why they were like, oh, he's going after this woman who's not well, and like all these things. So, and he also said he would fly her and her family to an upcoming concert. He said his lawyers were only supposed to go after big companies that sell unauthorized goods, not fans who have a little business on the side. Most of the 45 other sellers sued appear to be large operations in Asia, the court filings show, because they it was like one big lawsuit where they went after like all of the people, all companies like using his name and likeness for stuff. He said, this is not something that I would ever do. This is not the kind of person I am. I'm not greedy in any way, shape, or form. Money is the last thing on my mind. I promise you guys that. And the woman told a news station in Florida that the lawyer served her the lawsuit by email instead of in person. She also said that the October lawsuit went to her junk mail folder and she never saw it. When she did not respond as required within 30 days, the judge found her in default and imposed the $250,000 judgment. She discovered she had been sued when Amazon, obeying the judge's orders, froze the $5,500 she had in her account. She couldn't pay her bills. She's always been a big fan of him. And obviously he was overly apologetic in the video about what happened, which is so fair. Like, Luke Combs just seems like such a stand-up guy.
I was gonna say that's like
he
the
always
best
has
apology I've ever seen. And it wasn't even his fault.
Exactly, like not even his fault. But it's his name, so he takes responsibility.
Right. And
like,
people automatically think that he is the one doing it.
Yeah, like he really.
You can tell he's genuine.
100%. I remember there was a story about how he had a big show. I want to say like in a stadium, like somewhere massive, and he lost his voice and just could not like perform to the best of his abilities. And he was like, I am so sorry. Like, this is just not the product like that I want to give you guys, and like refunded everybody, like gave everybody their money back that went to the show. So it's like, obviously I think he has shown time and time again that like he's not a greedy, money hungry kind of performer and kind of guy. So yeah, obviously like he went above and beyond making it up, I think. And it just showed, like, it was just a very nice thing to do. Cleared it up and is taking care of this woman and her family and making sure that they, you know, get to go to a show and that and paying for her legal fees.
And I think the right thing to do.
Absolutely.
Like, we don't need to sue this woman for $250,000.
Right.
Because she sold 18 tumblers.
Right. Well, I guess
She was making millions.
I guess she
right, of course. If that, like,
exactly.
big companies.
Well, that's what he's saying. Like, they were supposed to go after big companies that are making tons and tons of money. 18 tumblers for $360 is not exactly crazy money out of Luke Combs' pocket.
Like, she must have been losing money on, like, how much money did it cost to make those? And then she's only making like
I know.
a couple $100.
Yeah. So obviously it sounds like whatever the original price was, I'm sure it was also tough for her, because obviously she said that didn't originally see the email. It was like she didn't get served in person. It was coming from an email that was in her junk, missed a deadline, that all of a sudden it's $250,000.
You know, it adds up.
So very happy that he like cleared that up, and I just feel like that's just the type of guy he is. Stand up guy that Luke Combs.
Stand up guy, Luke. Congrats. We absolutely love Pink Whitney. We start off all of our live shows with a shot of Pink Whitney to get us going, get the crowd going. It brings the good energy, the good vibes, because what's better than pink lemonade and vodka combined? Right now, take your shot with Pink Whitney. It's the #1 flavored vodka, and now they have the 1.75 liter bottle. More of the Pink Whitney we know and love. It's great for parties and sharing with friends. Maybe you have holiday parties coming up. Why not grab a bottle of Pink Whitney or order Pink Whitney at your local bar? Once again, take your shot with Pink Whitney. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another game of Beat Ria and Fran. This is game number 104, and we are joined by Olivia and Kat. This is holiday trivia time. They are prepped and ready to go. They know that this is all about holiday trivia, so why don't we just get right into it?
Ladies, how are we feeling about holiday trivia?
We're feeling good, ready to go. Got the tingly lip gloss to keep me on my toes.
Perfect.
Let's go.
Love that. We're doing 2 weeks of holiday trivia. We'll
Yes, we
also
are.
end the year with some holiday trivia as well next week, but let's get right into it. It's going to be 15 holiday themed questions. If you get the question right, you get the point. If you get the question wrong, the other team can steal the points. Whoever has the most points at the end wins. And to determine who goes first, Noah is going to give us a movie. We are going to guess the Rotten Tomatoes critic score. Whoever is the closest, that team will get to go first. Everyone gets their own individual guess, and we will alternate guesses back and forth from team to team. So, Noah, what is today's holiday movie?
Today's movie is Deck the Halls.
I don't think I've seen this one.
I have. It's with Danny DeVito.
Oh,
Yeah.
They have the
It's on
battle.
Hulu, right?
right.
I'm not sure what it's on right now.
Okay,
be
so
honest.
one of you ladies throw out a guess first.
I'm going to say 35.
16.
Okay. Kat?
I'm going to say, since it is a holiday movie, I'm going to go with 40.
I'm going to say 24.
Ria's the closest. It's 6.
Oh,
Wow, that is a low.
Oh,
low
oh boy.
score.
Oh boy.
I actually enjoy that movie.
So do I. The little battle of, the lights.
That's tough. That's a tough one.
Isn't what's his name in it too? Ferris Bueller.
Matthew
Broderick?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Question number 1 to Ria and Fran. Shout out Natasha from New Braunfels, Texas. In 2011, Mariah Carey recorded a duet of All I Want for Christmas Is You with what pop star for their own Christmas album?
I believe this is Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber.
Final answer.
Correct.
Nice.
I'm a big fan of the Justin
Mhm.
Bieber Christmas
Yeah.
album.
Of course.
Didn't hesitate.
Yeah.
Okay, 1-0, Ria and Fran. This is to Kat and Olivia. Shout out Holly from Detroit. In the Polar Express, what animal gets in the way of the train when it is heading to the North Pole?
Okay. The animation in this one kind of freaks me out, so I have
So you haven't watched it.
once.
Isn't it like a reindeer or polar bear?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Either reindeer or like a polar bear. I kind of want to lean towards like a bear because I
10
think
seconds.
reindeer's too obvious, but I don't know.
Yeah. Polar bear? We're going to go with polar bear? Polar bear. Final answer.
Incorrect. Ria and Fran.
Can you repeat the question?
In the Polar Express, what animal gets in the way of the train when it is heading to the North Pole?
So I think I think it's like moose, but I don't know.
Okay,
if
I
that's
was
the
thinking
exact-
moose.
But I don't know if there's a different name, like that's a different kind
An
of animal.
Arctic moose. I think you could
it's
just say moose.
Okay, moose.
Final answer.
Incorrect.
Oh.
Caribou.
Oh,
See what
a
I mean?
caribou is moose-like. Yeah. Yep.
Antlers.
Yep.
Yeah, antlers.
Yep.
Okay. Still 1-0, Ria and Fran. This is to them. Shout out Tori from St. Catharines, Ontario.
St. Catherine.
St. Catharines. Well, it's like, I don't know. Which Taylor Swift song includes the name of the iconic Christmas song "Deck the Halls" in the lyrics?
Oh.
Just the
This
words.
isn't a Christmas. This is
Just-
just a regular
Why-
Taylor Swift
yes.
song.
Where does she say deck the halls?
Oh.
15 seconds.
Me.
Maybe something from folklore.
5 seconds.
Is this
Time is up.
Lover? Final answer.
Incorrect. To Kat
I had to throw one out there.
Yeah. Just. I just had We Can Keep the Christmas Lights, and that's what was playing in my head.
Is it 'Tis the Damn Season, maybe?
Yeah, sure.
I want to kind of go rogue and say that Christmas Tree Farm song, but I don't think it's that one.
No.
Okay, we're going to say 'Tis the Damn Season.
Incorrect. It's Champagne Problems.
So it is folklore.
No, that's Evermore.
Oh, Champagne Problems is Evermore?
Is 'Tis the Damn Season even the name of
She
the
says,
song?
and soon they'll have
It
the
is.
nerve to deck the halls
Okay.
that we once walked through.
God, folklore and Evermore, I combine
Sister
into
albums.
into one album in my head.
They're sisters.
Yeah, they are.
Which one do you like more? I like folklore.
Folklore.
Okay. Question number 4, still 1-0 Ria and Fran. This is to Kat and Olivia. Shout out Bree from Pittsburgh, but go birds, she says. In Elf, what does Buddy start eating in the doctor's office?
Oh, I know.
Cotton balls.
Cotton balls. Yep.
Yeah. Final answer.
Correct. Okay. Tied up. 1-1. To Ria and Fran. Shout out Teresa from Birmingham, Alabama. What show popularized the term Chrismukkah?
That's
The
us, the
OC?
OC.
Final answer.
Yep.
Correct. All right. 2-1. Wasn't the holiday trivia that we did last year with Cousin Nick, didn't that go into like a ton of overtimes?
I believe so.
I have a feeling this is going to be like a high
It
scoring
did.
game.
I remember,
Oh, you remember
that.
Cousin
Yeah.
Nick?
Yeah, and I re-listened to it too.
yeah.
Oh, that's smart.
that is smart. That is smart.
Okay. 2-1, Ria and Fran. And this is to Kat and Olivia. Shout out Claire from Denver. What is the title of the holiday song by Alvin and the Chipmunks?
I
It's the one Christmas movie I don't like.
No, it's the song, and it's like they talk about wanting to hula hoop.
Yeah, a hula hoop with their high-pitched voice.
They're really high pitched voices, but what's it called?
Wouldn't it be like All I Want for Christmas? Like,
It's kind of what I want to say, but it's a different song.
5 seconds.
should we say All I Want
Yep.
for Christmas?
Yeah, I
All I
feel
Want
like
for Christmas.
Chipmunk's Christmas song, maybe.
Incorrect.
Is it Christmas Don't Be Late? Please, Christmas Don't Be Late. But is
It's
that
like
not the
it's
name
like
of it?
not the name of it. I don't think has anything to do with like a lyric in the song. It's like
All I Want for Christmas.
a
Chipmunks version.
Yeah,
very
it's
Chipmunks
like
Christmas?
something. Yeah, like along those lines. But I'm not gonna remember it. So
A very Chipmunks Christmas.
it's literally like a Christmas song. Like I feel like that's literally what it's called.
The Chipmunks Christmas song.
Yeah. Chipmunks Christmas.
5 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Final answer.
Incorrect. It is Christmas Don't Be Late.
Oh my God! Really?
It's like
Sorry,
that's like
that
the
is
name
my
of the song.
fault.
It's like the chipmunk song Christmas Don't Be Late is what
Oh, chip. But it
yeah.
says what's the first couple words of it? A chipmunk.
Like
a
if you
chipmunk
look it
song?
up, it's
Yeah.
gonna say the chipmunk song and then in parentheses Christmas Don't Be Late.
Oh,
But it's Christmas Don't Be Late. Like that's the name of the song. Like that's what they're singing the whole time. That's the name of the song.
yeah, but it's not. It's not. You just said it's called. The name of the song is the Christmas song with Christmas Don't Be
No,
Late in parentheses.
the chipmunk song.
Chipmunk
Christmas
song.
Don't Be Late.
So that's the whole name of the song.
The whole name. But I would have taken Christmas Don't Be Late.
I would have argued that you couldn't take that.
All right. Well, we were
But
wrong
yes, we
either
were wrong.
way,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it doesn't
Yes,
really matter.
Yeah.
Introducing Tableau, the new way to watch and record live TV for free, including live sports like football, basketball, hockey, and more. You can get 70 plus channels from some of the most popular broadcast networks like NBC, ABC, CBS, and more. Never miss a game. Tableau allows you to record up to 50 hours of content, and you can pause and rewind so you never miss a play. Pay once, watch forever, buy a Tableau device, and enjoy watching TV for free. No subscriptions, no contracts, no fees. Easy setup, just connect Tablo to an antenna in your home's Wi-Fi, and you can watch on any smart device, TV, tablet, phone, anywhere in your home. So go to tablotv.com to learn more.
Okay, 2-1 still, Ria and Fran. This question is to Kat and Olivia. Shout out Kat from Toronto. In the movie The Holiday, there's a cameo of a famous actor when Kate Winslet and Jack Black are in a Blockbuster store. Who is it?
Oh, I just watched
Is
this.
this us?
No.
Wait, is it Lindsay Lohan in the beginning? Oh, this is gonna bug me. Because it's a trailer. Can you repeat the question? Is it asking who's in the trailer?
There's a cameo of a famous actor when Jack Black and Kate Winslet are in a Blockbuster store.
Oh, in the Blockbuster store. Okay, I was
5
thinking at the
seconds.
beginning. I was like, there's a lot of famous actors. Shoot.
Time is up.
I couldn't remember.
Ria and Fran.
Believe it's Dustin Hoffman.
Okay.
Mm.
If that's your gut, then
Yeah.
let's go with that.
Dustin Hoffman, final answer.
Correct. 3-1.
Just watched that one too.
Damn it, Cat.
That's on the schedule for this. That's on the schedule for this evening.
Okay, question number 8. It's 3-1 Ria and Fran. This is to Ria and Fran. Shout out Abby from Somerville, New Jersey. In the Lizzie McGuire Christmas episode, which musical artist was disguised as Santa and sang Santa Claus is Coming to Town on her Christmas parade float?
Isn't this Aaron Carter?
That's what I thought, but doesn't he come in and sing I Want Candy?
Oh,
But maybe he sings
but
it after.
disguised as Santa on the float?
Like Aaron Carter dressed as Santa doesn't make a ton of sense
It
to
doesn't,
me,
but I
that's
don't
the only
remember
person-
anybody
All right.
else.
All right, let's go with Aaron
Yeah.
Carter.
Final answer.
Incorrect. Kat and
Don't
Olivia.
worry, Cat. I know it. This
Okay,
is-
I'm like, I don't know.
Even Tyler, final answer.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Wow, what a
Yep.
throwback. I seriously
Wow,
did
I-
not recall that until this very second.
Same. Now the whole scene's playing in my head, but I would have
That's
never come up
hilarious.
with Steven
How
Tyler.
Lizzie
random.
McGuire would save me.
That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Okay, 3-2 Ria and Fran. This question is to Kat and Olivia. Shout out Mackenzie O from Milwaukee. What are the first names of the thieves in Home Alone?
Their first
Harry and
names
Mark.
are
Harry and Mark.
yeah.
Final answer.
Yeah.
Correct.
Harry
Marv.
and Marv?
Marv.
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 Oh. I literally just watched Home Alone. I would not have gotten that question right.
All right, tied up at 3. Question number 10. I think I messed up the order.
We just realized the order has been fucked up, and they got 2 questions in a row.
So now you're going to get 2
So we're
questions.
just gonna get
Yeah, so now you're going to get 10.
Yeah.
Question number 10. Tell me what movie this is from.
You're just consumed with yourself.
That's not true.
Look how far you've gone.
Amazing.
I mean, turning our lawn into an ice rink.
I can't feel
I
anything.
mean, somebody could have broken their
Christmas
leg or
with the
their
Cranks.
neck. I mean, you could have put one of those carolers in the hospital.
And that would be a bad thing.
Luther!
Right, because that's
Christmas with the Cranks.
Tim Allen and Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah, Christmas with the Cranks.
Final answer.
Correct.
That used to be my favorite.
Christmas with the
Yeah,
Cranks.
I like really loved Christmas with the Cranks.
love that. I've not watched that one in a long time.
Me either, but I remember when I was younger, I really
Yeah.
liked Christmas with the Cranks.
Okay, well, keeping with Christmas with the Cranks, this next question. So it's 4-3 Ria and Fran. This is to Kat and Olivia. Shout out Becky from North Dakota. In Christmas with the Cranks, what do the main couple, Tim Allen and Jamie Lee Curtis, plan to do instead of Christmas?
Go on a cruise.
The tropical, cruise.
Final answer.
Yes.
Correct.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Just watched that this weekend too. This past weekend.
Okay, tied up at 4. Question number 12 to Ria and Fran. Shout out Lacey from Little Rock, Arkansas. In the movie Four Christmases, what is Reese Witherspoon's childhood fear she's required to face when she visits her mom's house?
The bouncy
bouncy
castles. Bouncy
Bouncy
house.
castle, bounce house.
Final answer.
Yeah.
Correct. 5-4. Ria and Fran. Question number 13 to Kat and Olivia. Shout out Felicia from Streeter, Illinois. What is the name of the Grinch's dog?
Max.
Max, yeah.
Final.
Correct.
Oh God, I love the Grinch.
So good.
All right, tied up at 5, 2 questions left. It's to Ria and Fran. Shout out Caitlin from Rochester, New York. How does Tim Allen become Santa Claus in Santa Claus?
I mean, the real Santa falls off the roof.
Yeah.
Loses his
Pants.
the like falls off the roof. Then the the
Outfit falls off
outfit.
him.
Like that's his way to go. The outfit's there. And then Tim Allen puts on the outfit. And if you put on the outfit, then you're the next Santa.
Yep.
Correct. I think that might have been the longest answer.
I was like,
Explanation.
I wasn't really quite sure how much you needed there.
Yeah.
Right.
I was just
Had
going
to
to
be
take
thorough.
falls off the roof.
Falls
put
off the
suit on.
roof, puts suit on. Yeah. Well, that's, yep.
Okay, 6-5. Final answer to Kat and Olivia.
Final
If they get
question.
this, final question. If they get this, it'll go to overtime. Shout out Aaron from Hoboken. In Fred Claus, who is the DJ in Santa's workshop?
Oh, I just watched this.
Okay, think, because I've seen this like once. The DJ in Santa's workshop. Can you picture him? Can you give me some description?
And I'm thinking of like, it's not a famous DJ. It's
15 seconds.
Well, yeah, I'm sure it's an actor.
like,
5 seconds.
it's gonna make me so mad once we get.
Time is up.
Danny DeVito.
Is it? Well, is
I don't know.
Is it
Fred
Billy?
Claus is I feel like this movie's up your alley because it's Vince
No,
Vaughn.
Is it Billy Bob Thornton?
He is.
Like, isn't he in Fred Claus? I've never
don't know.
seen Fred Claus.
I don't know. I don't know if I've seen Fred Claus either, to be honest.
Let's go Billy Bob Thornton.
Sure.
Billy Bob Thornton.
Incorrect. Ludicrous.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well,
yeah.
that makes more sense than Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah, certainly not even close.
Is Billy Bob Thornton in Fred Claus?
Is he?
Or is he like evil Santa?
Evil
He's
Santa.
bad Santa.
Oh, bad Santa. Oh, no, sorry. He's bad Santa.
Yeah.
Yes, totally different movie.
Totally different. I just was picturing like bad Santa DJ, like, you know, where the thought was going
Santa's
there.
a bad boy. He's
Right.
a DJ.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was a great game.
Wow.
Yeah,
Close.
a high-scoring game.
That was
It
a high
was.
score game.
Fun.
That was close.
Close.
You guys were prepared. When you guys heard it was holiday trivia, you guys were prepared. Thank you guys so much for playing.
Amazing. I do enjoy.
Thank
I
you.
do like, as much as we have a disdain for Halloween trivia, I love Christmas trivia.
Yeah, I honestly think I
There's
like
more-
it better than I think.
There's
you know
more
what I mean?
Yeah.
questions
The
to be
pool
asked.
is much bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
Also, I want to apologize for getting Noah in trouble at the Denver show. I was the one with the poster for Noah's shot.
Oh, that's fine.
Oh man.
Hey,
Oh,
hey.
it wasn't you. Trust
It
me.
made
No.
that you definitely
Nope.
did not really
He did
have
that
anything
to
do with that.
himself.
right?
Yeah.
And that was a funny sign. So
He
I don't
did that
blame
to
you for
himself, and honestly,
What was
you
the
know,
final count?
His,
Just wondering.
his behavior changed.
Ooh.
His
I think it
behavior
was-
had to change after that.
Yeah, that was the last
I
show that.
don't know. It was high though, and I was impressed because when I take 2 shots, I'm done for the night.
Yeah.
Mhm, I feel you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Noah, you're impressive. If anything.
Yeah, that's the old Noah.
Yeah.
That is the old one. After that, everything changed after that show. No, seriously.
For you
Like
at
for those
shows,
for me at the shows, like
All right.
I
Yeah.
refuse to take shots before the show now.
Yep.
and
Smart.
that's all right.
And it's a good
Yeah,
way to do it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much for playing. Thank you for making
Thank
a
you,
sign.
guys.
Thank you.
We appreciate you guys.
Thank
And if
you.
you get a chance, can you send Noah your address and sizes, and we'll send you some merch.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you guys.
Cool. All right, thank
Amazing.
you guys
Thanks,
so
guys.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Merry
Christmas.
too. All right, that wraps up today's episode of Chicks in the Office. We hope you enjoyed our Christmas trivia. We will be back on Monday with, a fun interview and a great episode. So everybody have an amazing weekend. We love you guys so much, and we'll talk to you on Monday.